Hi, I see a couple of you signed on already. Good to see you. Um, let's see here. People are starting to fill in. So it's nice to see all of you coming into the room. Um,
So I'll say names while I can. Kyle, Jessica, one says Nouveau, I think. That's French.
because I took French classes, and surprisingly, I remember a few words.
So um, thank you. Oh, hi from Colorado. Hi for whoever's in Arizona and Georgia.
Oh, that's cool. You guys are like all over the place. So this is awesome. Thank you for signing on, you guys. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff tonight. But I just want to let you know that on Christmas Eve, I'm also doing one of these. You know, people have family and stuff they spend time with, but just know, like, for those of you who might be missing family, the holidays are really hard for people. So I'm going to do 2 hours of readings that night. We'll talk about other stuff as well, but we're going to do that. Hi, how are you guys doing? Oh, so now we have Texas, Georgia, Colorado, Arizona, and is that Wyoming? So thank you guys. Thank you. You're just signing on from everywhere. And if any of you guys haven't been to see me, like you might have seen me on Zoom or you might have done a phone reading, but this is my office. So this is where I actually, well, part of my office. This is where I actually do readings. Hi from New Mexico. Oh, hi from Colorado. Um, ooh, okay. Love how you changed. Oh, yes, my fake hair. So I've gone for the first time since fifth grade. I have a middle part with my fake hair, but it's got pink in it, which makes me happy. So thank you for noticing. I think I'm going to switch my glasses so that I can actually read the screen without having you guys have to look up my nose all the time. Uh, Here we go. Glasses are being changed to full on reading glasses. So here we go, you guys. There we go. Much better. Now I don't have to lean in so much. Okay, thank you guys for signing on. Heather Newton and I feel like a romper room when I was a kid and they say everybody's name. So hello to all you guys signing on. Just so you know, again, I'm going to be doing this for an hour tonight, but on Christmas Eve, I'll be doing it too, probably with different hair. I don't know, whatever I'm in the mood for that day. Um, but I'll be doing it for a couple of hours. I don't really celebrate Christmas. I did when my kids were little. There was always Santa and all that kind of stuff. But now I celebrate New Year's because I think what better way to start the new year than with presents and good food and people that you love. It just kind of sets the tone for everything to come. Hi, you guys. Everybody signing on. If I didn't say hi yet, I'm saying hi. And so we'll do some readings tonight. We're just going to wait for a few more people to get on. But if any of you guys have questions, you're welcome to ask me now. The Christmas Eve one, I believe the link is on my Facebook and also in a newsletter that just went out. So I just want to let you guys know that. Um, it's so good to see all of you like signing on here because I am so used to just being in my office and doing readings all day that these kinds of bigger chunks of people I don't necessarily get to be around all the time. So I'm glad you guys are on here. We have Facebooks, we have YouTube, and if StreamYard ever figures it out, maybe we'll put some Instagram on there. I know that there is a way to do it. But you know where else I'm going to go live though? Starting here, like at the end of the year, early next year, I'm going to start. I know they're supposedly taking away TikTok, but I may do a couple of videos on there anyway, just because. So New Year's, sorry, Christmas Eve, since I don't celebrate, I don't mind, you know, it's kind of nice because I know that you guys might have a hard time around the holidays, especially with loved ones who have died and stuff like that. So, any questions you guys might? Oh, okay. I know I say this all the time. Okay, I have really bad ADHD. So my brain is constantly like a jiffy pop of information that's constantly happening. And thanks to I might actually get my schedule figured out for next year. And one of the things that I'm doing is for any of you that have ever taken classes with me, I do psychic and self development classes. I did it like 7 years ago and I stopped. And then I was like, you know what? I want to just do a ton of readings and gain experience and new things and a different perspective on it versus people I learned with and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of like get back to doing it my way. So I think I reached that point now. And so next year, thanks to Chat GPT, I might actually have my schedule together. And there's also like, I want to call it an application, but it's not. It's just like a questionnaire before you apply for the class to do it, just to kind of see if I'm meeting the needs of the group. But it is a 9 month program and it covers like everything you could possibly imagine, from the basics of using pendulums and trusting your intuition all the way up to the ability to connect with loved ones. So it's definitely something people have told me over the years. They're like, well, what if I take it and I'm not good at it? Everybody has their own special skill and ability. So there's nobody who's not going to be good at it. It's not that kind of experience. Plus, there's like a tribe connection. So wait, I'm reading some of these. Hi from Washington. Hi, Debbie. Oh, Debbie Holstrom Frederick. I know who she is. Hi, Marina. Mandy. Lately, that I can handle and life seems too much. Family health. Okay, I will be doing readings here in just a moment. Thank you guys. It's so cool that everybody is from all over the country. I love that. And I love when I get to travel and meet people. So we might, maybe not next year, maybe in 2026, I might be doing private events across the country. But for now, I'm doing classes next year and kind of keeping things a little bit close to home. So just know there'll be classes here. Soul Social, which was supposed to be an app, and then that got a little too big. So, and I don't have $1 million to develop an app, but I do have a giant space to continue. Like, so I want to create like community um, with. Oh, I left my voice recorder on for the last reading, so they're going to get to hear all of that. Um, but I wanted to kind of create community and kind of like a place where who you are, how you want to be addressed, what you're interested in, all of that is just accepted because I don't think there's enough of that. So I want to create that. And I've had such amazing clients and students over the years that I think it's absolutely possible on weekends to have time to do some cool shit here, in addition to all the other things that happen in my office. So, all right, I'm looking, you guys, telling you about, she is amazing. So I see you guys signing on. I see Purple Hearts, stuff like that. I'm just kind of reading it off to the side because I had to put my reading glasses on. So let me tell you how this works because we're starting to get enough people on to kind of get started. I'll be doing this for an hour tonight, but again, on Christmas Eve, I'm doing it for 2 hours. So if any of you, like, you don't get a reading tonight, that's totally fine. But this is how this has been working on StreamYard. And I like it like this, where I can bring you guys on camera with me if you want to, or we can just do audio. It's totally up to you. I know everyone's not sitting at their house dressed for camera. And so that's totally fine. But basically, I will kind of start with a connection, and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. It takes me a little while to figure it out, but once I get where I feel like I'm going, then I may invite you on camera. You don't have to be on camera, but at least on audio, so I can at least hear you, because I am, there's people who are clairvoyant, and that's because they can see things. My primary ability is clairaudience. So I just need the sound of your voice at the very least. And so if you guys are wanting to participate like that, you are all welcome to. Stephanie is my daughter, who's also my assistant. She'll also be moderating. When I do figure out who it is, I will offer you a link, but only go on the link if you're the one that I'm asking for, because otherwise you're just going to be on the link and I'm not going to get to it because I just want to go wherever the loved ones are coming through. So I just want to tell you that. And if you guys have any questions as we go on, if I see any questions that I could answer, I definitely will. Thank you for all your nice things, you guys saying you love me and you're it just makes me happy. My Leo rising is extremely happy. So thank you very much. Let's get started. I see all of these people, Facebook, YouTube. So we're streaming on two different platforms through StreamYard. So just know that. But I think I've been doing readings in my office all day, and I feel like I've had a spirit with me all damn day. It seems like someone's partner or love. It's a guy, and so whoever is tuning in, it does it does feel like I'm talking about a man who's somebody's love, but I don't know if the person watching is male or female. So I just kind of got to get to that because I actually feel like I want to say more than love or romantic. I feel like partnership. So it's not just like, oh, I love them and they died. It's like, I love them and we were each other's partners for a while. And so I feel like this is a man that I'm talking to. Um, I do feel like when he died, it happens extremely fast. So, extremely fast to me means that it's going to be within a week that the guy goes downhill and then he's gone. But I feel like it starts with a significant event like a stroke or a heart attack, and maybe they're able to help him for a little while, or at least they get him to the hospital. But I'm not really sure that he ever regains conscious. Actually, he never regained consciousness. That's why I'm talking to him right now. But he definitely feels like somebody's partner more than just their love. Like, I just got to say, this is so much more than just, oh, we loved each other and maybe we were married once upon a time. This guy, you would have kids with him, you would have been partners together, you would have kind of like built things together, but he's not very old when he dies. So I'm 51. So he's got to be a little bit older than me, but not so much older than me that he's in retirement. And he just talks about his passing happening extremely quickly. And within a week or less, he's gone. It does seem to be either stroke or heart attack. And I understand they're two different things, but in my brain, they're the same thing. But he seems to want to share a message here. So let's see. We worked together for 30 years. All right, Ginny. Was he kind of like your work husband? Because it seems like he says there's family connected to you, so you might have known his family. Um, I'm just gonna keep with this. So no, Jenny, I see you. Um, but if any of you guys have someone like this, because it looks like Ginny Ashmore, um, we wrote books together. You were partners together. Did he know your kids and you knew his kids and you guys were like partners in crime and he dies really quickly and you don't necessarily um okay. And but you guys like freaking loved each other. So I think I'm just going to pull you on, Ginny. I definitely think it's you. So all right, wait. My mom's on here and my dad. All right, wait. I see Kyle. They went together. They weren't together when he died. I think I'm with Ginny, but Kyle, bear with me, okay? Because sometimes, like, they all just kind of bounce off of each other. So let's see if I can do this. I think I'm going to go with Ginny. And don't worry, Kyle. If he's here, I'll get him. So just know that. But this is for Ginny. I'm sending you a link. If you want to come on, you can. If you want to come on, wait, there it goes. Duh. Just click it, and Kyle, please check your internet. I see Ginny. There we go. Okay. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on with my.
that's it.
Can you hear me, Ginny?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you.
I see you. Kind of. Hold on. Oh, are you guys not seeing it? Because it's acting weird. So, page unresponsive. No, I don't want to exit. Me, Jenny?
Yeah. Let's see. Do you, can you hear me now?
Uh, let me. Okay, there's Ginny. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
All right. Okay, there's just something going on here. But as long as you can hear me, so this guy, I don't know what's going on with the internet, but I know it's because of dead people. But this guy feels like he was like your work husband. He feels like he was connected to you. Is there something wrong with it?
No, your connection's fine.
Oh, it is? Okay,
Yes.
good. It keeps blocking out. So, Jenny, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you.
So, my daughter had to come in and tell me that it worked.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I feel like I've got this guy here. He seems like your work husband. It seems
Yes.
like you guys shared family connections and closeness with him. And he dies very quickly. And I just don't know that you got to say goodbye to him, but it breaks your heart because you guys like really genuinely loved each other. For two people that work together, there's a strong bond here, but I don't really feel like you got to say goodbye. Does that make sense? And he's telling me that he I don't think he saw it coming either. So whatever happened to him seems like it's a freaking surprise. He's like, I can't believe this happened because he had no, plans on leaving anytime soon. It seems like he's maybe in his 60s, but he doesn't look like he should be in the spirit world. And he's very smart and he's very
Very.
witty. And I feel like you guys just family. But I feel like losing him is almost like you lost like your work husband. And I do feel like though that you guys really cared for each other quite a bit through the years. And you also get wait, the audio is coming through. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I also get that he says that you've been talking to him lately and hoping he's okay. Like it's almost like you've said out loud to him, like, I hope you're around. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing all right. Does that resonate with you? Have you been kind of talking to him?
Yeah.
Because he's like, I can hear you. But he also says that, was there like a big, um, almost like you did something to celebrate him, or your work did, or something like that? He feels like very loved and celebrated by the people here. And I like his sense of humor. And I think he's a very smart guy. Like, he's smart about weird little things. So I get the feeling like there were all kinds of, like, that saying, jack of all trades, master of nothing. That seems to be him. But do you also have a mother in the spirit world as well? Like, this is your work husband, but do you also have a mom in the
Yes.
spirit world who might have been
Yes.
was she a smoker?
Yes.
Okay, because it seems like I can smell cigarette smoke around her, and she seems to be coming as well. It's like she's riding his coattails to get in here. But he's telling me that he appreciates all the time he got to spend with you. I think he leaves behind like family for him as well. Um, like, he knew your family, you knew his family. He seems to be standing over there with your mom, who looks like she's got a cigarette in her hand. So I just think she never wanted to quit. And that she kind of, I just smell smoke around her. So I feel like when she visits you, she's got like a smoky aroma. But I think your dad's in the spirit world as well. And I also think that there's like a brother for you over there too. Because it's
Yes.
like your mom, dad, brother, work dude. And that's not all, because there's a lady here who comes through close to your age as well, like very sisterly kind of thing. So I don't
Yes.
know if she's sister or sister in law, but she
Yes.
seems to know your brother. So that seems to be, I've got those two, got your parents, and I got the work guy. And the work guy brought them. He was like, come on over and talk, because he's super friendly like that. And I feel like the guy you worked with got along with just about anybody. But if he didn't get along with them, you might be the only one who knows that, you and maybe like a partner at home. But he's pretty congenial and friendly. But you knew him very well.
Yes.
And that's how he's telling me this. And he has some lady that he met in the spirit world that he really loved.
Yes.
I don't know if that's like a wife or a sister or something, but it's someone that died that he was connected to. So it's like there's all this family over there, but he's saying, I bet you didn't think I'd be here tonight.
That's
It's
very
like
true.
you were thinking about it and then you thought, no, no, no. And, huh? Sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry. You weren't expecting him,
Yeah.
but you were? Because it's like he's saying, you were like, there's no way that he'll come. And
That's
then
the
that's exactly what he
truth.
did. And
Yeah.
he brings all your other people with him. Um, and so I just feel like he's super friendly. Um, and I feel like, though, he's an inspirer to people here in this world. So his words and his inspiration, that's both, written, but also spoken. There's just like a lot. He seems like very that is kind of my feeling with him. He's super intelligent. Um, and there's like, all this stuff, just the mediumship and stuff just shows like a continued intelligence with spirits in the spirit world. So he just wants you to know he's doing good. Yes, it has been him around because there's been some weird work related stuff, or maybe like a book fell down that was a book you wrote with him, something. He just says he's been kind of like in your space, um, trying to visit you since he's died. But did he die in 2024? Did he pass in 2024? Okay,
23.
that's it. He's just saying this is his 2023. Okay, has it been just around a year then,
It hadn't been quite
or a
a year.
little over?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
so
was.
that's what he's talking about. 2024, kind of.
Yeah.
It was, sorry, I don't know what's wrong with the audio. It keeps like cutting in and out. But it's because there's dead people here. So, and you got a lot of them. So I also want to say you have kids, right?
Yeah.
Do you have children?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're all living, right? Like
Yes.
there's something about your parents connecting, watching over your kids, like especially one of them that you're just concerned about. I think they're fine, but I feel like your parents are guardians to especially one of your kids right now because you want to make sure that they're going to be okay. Like I'm not going to say a bunch of stuff about what it feels like, but it definitely feels like a trying time for especially one of your
Yeah.
kids. So I feel like it's a son. So does that make sense? It's a
Yes,
son
it
that's
does.
having a hard time. So I want to let you know that you have spirits on the side of your son who are kind of like trying to help the best they can. um, your son wants things a certain way, and usually that's not how life goes. You got to get used to the way things are. So it just seems like they're trying to help him, inspire him, because that's how they communicate is through inspiration. Is that they're trying to inspire him to be okay with what's happening because it's temporary, not permanent. So whatever he's struggling with is a temporary issue, not a permanent issue. And the sooner he realizes that, the happier he'll be. So I just want to tell you, your work dude, he's like, yep, I'm here. Like he just thinks he's so cool for just showing up. But I think you guys had conversations about this kind of stuff, about what happens after you die or something. I don't think they're conversations like you were expecting him to die, but I feel like you guys talked about all kinds of cool shit. And he says that you were always open to whatever the conversation was, wherever the conversation went. It just seems like you and him were good partners in crime.
Yeah.
So I just want to let you know that. And also, oh, do you also have like some big change happening in a couple of weeks, or like in the new year, like the beginning of the new year? There's
Not that
I don't
I'm
know, it's like
aware
a
of.
new chapter. So are you, huh? This actually feels like, so maybe I'm not saying it right or whatever, but I'm just going to say this is positive. Whatever this is, it looks like
Positive.
positive movement forward. But I feel like that guy is connected to it. So he says new chapter, um, but it looks like a positive chapter. So, however, that is manifesting, it comes around the first week of the year, and it's like an evolution or evolving into something newer and better. So I don't know what that is, but he keeps talking about it and that it's coming up. And when it does, it will make you happy. And he's like, you can pat me on the back. Is kind of, he's got like a kind of like a funny way, of saying things. So he's just like, when the good news comes, you can pat me on the back. But I also want to say that you have a brother, a sister in law, a mom, and a dad, and everybody is kind of with you right now. And as you get through the holidays, and the holidays aren't always easy, but I just want you to know that they're all with you. So, especially that guy, he's just saying you randomly think about him sometimes, and you're not even like, that's not your focus. Like, you're not sitting there like, oh, I wonder if he'll be around. He just pops in like with these crazy memories, and he's funny, and he's super smart. And he says, you guys were an amazing team, and you are his work wife, and he is your work husband. So I just want to pass that
Yeah.
on and give you lots of love from him. Also from your parents who seem to be watching over your son. And there's a new chapter that's beginning at the beginning of January, but I feel like it's an evolution or something good that's kind of coming. And it feels like it is financial or work related. So whatever that is like a, I see plus signs, not negative signs. So I think it's something awesome. But it won't happen until the new year. And I just want to let you know, um, he, he like cares for you a lot. Like you guys loved each other. So he says he loves you and he's doing awesome. And now he gets to help do other
Yeah.
kind of cool shit and see other people. And I just feel like that brings him a lot of happiness. So I just want to let you know that. Thank you for coming on camera. Sorry for any of the difficulties that happened while we were talking, but it will be all recorded. We'll post it up to, I don't know, are you on Facebook or YouTube? Whichever one you're on, it will be posted up to that when it's over, so you'll be able to watch it
Okay.
again. But thank you for coming on, and thank you for mentioning him, because he's pretty happy about it. So he likes to be talked about. There's a lot of good stuff around that guy. So I just want to let you know that and say thank you for coming on live. I appreciate it.
That's true.
So I'm gonna, huh? What'd you say? Sorry. There must be some kind of delay with this.
There is.
So I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's just like there's some kind of delay. So thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. And until we meet again, just know it will be recorded, and you'll be able to watch it again. So thank you.
Thank
Okay, guys, I don't know what's going on with this or why there's such a lag, but um, hold on. I see people messaging. Um, And so I see people messaging. So here's the deal. I am going to tell you about another spirit that's here, that seems to be very important, or important to whoever he's reaching out to. But I'll choose you by where I feel like I'm going. It might be on Facebook. It might be some of the people watching on YouTube. I don't know which ones. But I will tell you just one thing. If, when this is over tonight, you get any messages that are comments from someone saying, oh, I have a message from you, oh, whatever, because there's people who pretend to be me all the time. It is not me. I don't do that. And so I'll never like randomly reach out to you or say, oh, if you pay me this, I'll do a, no, all my appointments go through my website, and I don't do anything like that. So just report anyone who does that, because it's not me. And then for any of you guys, I know supposedly they're taking away TikTok. Hopefully they don't. I love TikTok. So I now have enough followers on there to do lives on there. So I might, just in the interest of me trying to help, I might do something on Christmas Eve on TikTok and then do the 2 hour one on here. That way I could get to a bunch of different people, and get as many readings in as I can. So I just want to tell you guys, don't forget Christmas Eve. For any of you guys who are watching, this is going on for 2 hours. And if you follow me on TikTok, I may do something on there, maybe on the 23rd, 24th, or even on Christmas Day, because I don't celebrate Christmas. But I will definitely have some stuff available to you guys. But again, just so you know, don't trust anyone that gets on there and says that they're me or that they have some kind of message. And I also want to say, um, so all right, so I see all of this on TikTok. Oh, wait, I just changed my name on TikTok. I think it's Readings by Kim. I think. I can't remember. I just changed it so that they can verify my page, because they're doing verification on my Facebook page. So that way it has the little green check mark. So just know that. I am, and you guys, like, to know about these lives, always check my Facebook, because we do list events on there. And then always check like the newsletter. And if you're not in the newsletter, just go to my website. It's one of the first things to be on the mailing list so that you get it. So let's talk to the next spirit that's coming through here. And again, I will invite you on the live. And if you don't feel comfortable being on camera, you can just, if you don't feel, oh, there, Stephanie put it in there. Readings by Kim LLC. That's what I had to put it, because that's my business name. That's what it's on TikTok. So the way that this works is I am going to just start talking to someone, and then you guys tell me if this sounds like someone for you. But the thing is, generally, I kind of feel where I need to go. So it might not all be perfect, but it certainly is a connection that I feel. So I just want to tell you that. I want to get to another one. Actually, so I have some loved ones here, but I feel like someone is watching with kind of like um, about children, about having children or grandchildren, or it seems like I'm dealing with someone who maybe has had a lot of experiences where maybe they lost some pregnancies or it just seems like it's a lot. It seems like they've been through a lot on their journey through like getting pregnant or having kids or something like that. But it seems like they would think that they have several souls in the spirit world. Um, and it actually just feels like pregnancies that didn't go as planned. So I feel like I have this lady here who says she's the mother. Um, I don't know if she's like the mom or the grandma, but she seems to say that there's someone who really wants to have a kid who's kind of thinking it might not happen again. Maybe they already have a kid, but kind of thinking it might not happen again. Um, but it seems like it's their heart's desire. And there's been several kind of pregnancy losses. So I'm not trying to like, whatever the reason is, it doesn't matter. Their pregnancy losses. I feel like this person really wants to have a kid or another kid, but is feeling like it's not going to work. And then there's this older lady who's bringing a baby and saying it will come to fruition, but it's not a bunch of babies in the spirit world. It's the same spirit just trying to come back over and over and over again because it's meant to be with this female. And so I just feel like, how about, um, wait a sec here. Hold on a second. Have one kid and just in hospital, 29 weeks pregnant. Um, hold on here just a minute. Kelly Keefe, you have one kid and you were just in the hospital. Um, all right, here we go. Um, I think I might be with JC. Kelly, I see you, but is the 29 weeks, is that kid still happening? I guess. Um, so that is my feeling. Um, I feel like I'm talking about child loss, but you already might have one. So I see a few different people. But Kelly, if you were just in the hospital and you're 29 weeks pregnant, is that still happening? You're still pregnant. Okay, it's probably not you. But I actually feel like, where did she go? JC Smith. JC Smith, I think I'm talking to you. I don't know why. I feel like you need to hear this. And I think, JC, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you also have like a mother or grandmother you were close to in the spirit world as well? Um, that just seems important. So, because there's like this older lady here. Hello to everybody signing on. But let me kind of just get with JC here. I just want to see if you might have a kid already, or there might be like a kid in your life, but you also have an older woman in the spirit world as well who would be with this. And it seems like there might actually be some other dead people over there for you as well. So I'm just going to wait for JC to respond here for just a few minutes until she says something. But I feel like that might be where I am. So I just want to go with her for now. That JC Smith, both. Okay, JC, come on down. Like you're the next contestant on The Price is Right. No, sorry. There we go. hold on here just a minute. You got Jason hit that. I know there's other people who like might feel like this is them, but sometimes I just feel drawn to where I need to go, and she seems to be the one of where I need to go. So JC, it's totally up to you whether you want to be on camera or not, but I do need your voice because it makes it more effective. If I can hear you, because I used to do this. I used to do this and try to just read through people's comments and do the readings that way. But that took too long. So this is a much better way to do it so you guys can see what my mom, grandma, and 2 boys. Okay, JC, you're the next contestant. So when you click that, not really a contestant, but when you click that link, I can bring you on and we can talk some more because I feel like there is yeah, the connection does get a little weird. It usually doesn't, but tonight for some reason it's like there's so many spirits here that they're just like. Also, I'm at my office, so that's the other thing as well. Usually I do them from home, but so anyway, if you guys want to ask me any questions, you can while I'm waiting for her to come on here. And for those of you who signed on later, just know that on Christmas Eve, I'm going to be doing this for 2 hours. And then I might on Christmas Day, or maybe later on Christmas Eve, I don't know. I'll probably do some on TikTok as well. Stephanie posted that at Readings by Kim LLC. So I'm just waiting to see if I hear from JC because there seems to be some lady here. Wait, not seeing the link. Here, wait. Let me just send it to you. No, wait. Show. Stephanie, will you help me with this? It should be Medium and Psychic Kim Moore is the header, and then that should have the link in it. I just posted it. So do you see the link on there? And oh, there you go. Okay, I see you now. Hold on, I'm bringing you on. So do you see the link on there?
Hi.
And JC, how are you? Oh, there you go. Okay, I see you now. Hold on, I'm bringing you on. So do you see okay. And you might want to turn off.
Hi.
And JC, how are you? Do you have me like on your phone and computer? There you go. Okay,
yeah.
I see you now. Hold on, take me off your phone. So do you or take me off your computer or your phone.
Hi.
JC, how are you? Do you have me like on your phone and computer?
Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
There is a delay, and now I just heard what that delay is.
Got it.
So I feel like you have an older woman talking about having kids with, like, she says that you want to have kids and that you've had some miscarriages. But I also feel like did you accidentally block somebody? No, I don't think so. Did I?
Oh, it says I think I wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah. So I don't think I blocked anybody. So sorry if I accidentally did. I don't think I was doing that. But anyway, have you been like, because you have some kids here, like, I feel like, do you have a living child?
I have one left, one surviving child.
And did you lose pregnancies or something, or try to get pregnant and you can't, but there's like there's these 2 babies. They're not babies, but I keep getting that you lost your babies. And then there's an older woman over there who's like a mother figure that has her arms wrapped around them. But I feel like for you lost. Actually, yeah. Were your kids grown?
Yeah. One was 8 and one was 14.
Oh, wait a minute. Holy shit. Wait a sec. Is your grandma like your mom?
My mom and my grandma are both over there, but
Okay.
my grandma was more like my mom to me
Was
than my
more
mom.
like your mom, but did one of them though die after your kids? Why do I see?
One died
I see
before and one died after.
one died after,
My mom passed before my kids, and then my
and
grandma
then your
just died
grandma,
last
because
year.
your grandma's like a mom.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that this lady has your babies, but they're not babies. They're grown. They're kids. And God, this feels like really familiar. Have I
I've
ever
talked to you
read
before.
you?
Yeah.
Huh? I
Yeah.
have. Okay. Has it been a while? Because
Yeah, like
it
5
seems
years.
5 years. Okay. Because it feels like I'm in the distance, but I don't know that I've talked to your grandma.
Nope.
But I definitely feel like I maybe talked to your mother and your kids at some point. And
Yeah.
your kids, oh, so you lost your kids. Those are your babies. And do you have a living kid though?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm trying to see if I remember this or not. Did they die in a car accident?
Yeah.
The kids? Okay. I've talked to them before. I'm sorry I don't remember all the details, but I feel like your grandma, who I've never talked to, is over there with them. I thought they were pregnancy losses, but you're trying to get pregnant, but it's not working.
Mm-mm.
But it's like your grandma, who's like your mom, is with your two babies. They're not babies, I know that, but she kept calling them babies. So I thought that you lost a pregnancy,
I have
but
lost pregnancies prior to
okay,
them though too.
prior to them.
I should
Well,
have another angel up there as well.
it's like your grandma is with everybody. But I don't think I've talked to your grandma. I feel like
No.
maybe I've talked to your mom,
It's,
maybe I've talked to your kids, but she's brand new to the party.
she just
And
died a year ago.
okay, she's very excited to be here and tell you she's with them. She says, you've been thinking about that a lot. There hasn't been a single day that's gone by where you don't realize how old your kids would be, all that kind of stuff. So you have two sons in the spirit world. And she's showing me about this, you trying to have a baby. And so you must be trying for a while. I feel like you're very stressed about it, is my sense, because you really want it to happen. Um, but it looks like what she's saying, what your grandma's saying, she must have helped you through whatever pregnancy loss you had as well. Because I actually feel like your grandma is more like your mom.
Oh
So I
yeah.
know your mom's over there and I know I talked to her, but your grandma feels like your mother. Your
Yeah.
grandma like keeps wrapping her arms around you because she was unwell. She was older, she was unwell, she goes kind of quickly. You know it's coming, she knows it's coming. It's not a surprise. But since she's been in the spirit world, I feel like you've connected with her spirit multiple times. And also, you possibly had a dream about her being with your kids.
Yeah.
Like she says, it was
She's
me.
got them.
Yeah, she's like, I am with them. They're right here. But the thing is, she keeps saying that you're trying to have another kid. I just feel like I feel like there's a lot of stress connected to this. And it's almost like, so sometimes when people are stressed, and this is for anybody out there who's trying to have a kid, sometimes your body just starts to like release cortisol over and over and over again. And that makes it hard to get pregnant because it's a stress chemical. It also is a chemical that happens when you drink too much caffeine or whatever. So I feel like you have a lot of stress chemicals in your
Uh-huh.
body and that you almost have to like detox a little bit. And
Okay.
that might be very helpful to you. But if you're anything like me, you need your caffeine, and you need that in your life. But I feel like what I would tell you is to look up stuff about cortisol and how that affects your ability to try to get pregnant.
Okay.
But I kind of feel like if you want a kid, it might be that you have to, I guess you may have to do some kind of something where they, um, I don't know, the fertilization, like not in vitro, but like where they ramp up your egg production or something like that. It seems like it might be something that has a cost, but I still think it's entirely possible. And you have a partner now, or you did before, and now like something's changed with your partner, or something's very different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I feel like your sons are like jumping up and down to be with your mom's over there. I think you have a dad over there too, or either that,
Grandpa.
okay, yeah, I was gonna say your grandma's
He was
husband.
like my dad.
Yep, that is, they're together. And I feel like they're with your kids. And yeah, your mom's over there, but I feel like your mom is just different. She comes around you because she says that um, she was there when your kids passed. She came to get them. She wants you to know that they were never alone. And I understand that your mom had some issues when she's alive. I have issues with my mother as well. But she is saying that when those boys passed, she grabbed them, and they've never been alone. And now that your grandma's over there, your grandpa's over there, I feel like your boys are just effervescent. Like when you shake up soda and all the bubbles come to the top, I feel like there's so much excitement to talk to you. And I'm so happy I've talked to them before. I don't remember all the details, but I think I vaguely remember. But it had to be a while ago because I haven't. I keep seeing you in a different office, like 3 offices ago.
Oh yeah.
So whenever that was, it's been a hot minute.
Oh yeah.
But they're so happy to see you thriving and that things are better. And even though you miss them, they're with you like every step of the way. So I just want you to know that um, things are getting better. They must have been shitty, which anybody losing kids, that's some shitty shit. But they're all healed and well and kind of cheering you on. And I think you also have a daughter, but I think I remember that. I don't think that's like my spidey senses. I just think it's something I remember because it kind of is coming from a different space than your loved ones. Um, and so your daughter,
I think
it
that
seems,
she has reproductive problems herself. So I'm not sure if
okay,
it might be her that's having the problems conceiving more so.
somebody needs help. It's going to be you or her. I know that your boys, your grandma, your grandpa, and your mom, and there's somebody else over there that feels very friendly with you. That's a man that's close to your age, seems to die unexpectedly. I don't know who he is either. He seems like new to the party as well, just like your grandma. But I am supposed to tell you that there will be another kid coming into your family. So it's either going to be you or your daughter, but either way, it's a baby.
Yeah.
And I don't know that your daughter has reproductive issues. I just feel like she also, so it's either you or her with the high level of stress, and the high, like, I really want this to happen, I want it to happen, but it seems really
It's not
difficult.
going to. Yeah.
So but there's a baby coming into your family because your grandma's got it. And honestly, I think it's the one you lost a long time ago. It's not the 2 boys, it's somebody else that tried to come and they didn't make it. But you had that all, like it wasn't just a pregnancy, it was something that you thought about, or devoted energy to. So, like, maybe you named it or already started getting at things or whatever. But that soul seems to want to return. I feel like both your boys are just kind of guardians, for you, and they'll just be there, whenever your time comes, because none of us are getting out alive. I don't think that's anytime soon. But whenever that happens, I know your boys will be there. But in the meantime, I know they walk through everything with you, and they're always like trying to help you, whether it's like getting a parking spot or getting someone to offer you something that you really need. They're just your little sidekicks all the time. And they're also working with their sister or they're around their sister. So I want to say Merry Christmas from your boys. I
Mm.
want to say that was one of your favorite times. Like they had so much joy. You always went out of your way to make sure every Christmas was a good one.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
they're like you got them every like I feel like you worked your ass off to make sure they had anything they could possibly want. So when they come through, they say that. And did a dog die after them? Like, is there kind of like a medium-sized dog that's connected between you and your grandma that might have
Uh,
died after your boys in the last few years?
my grandma had a dog that passed away.
Is it kind of like a medium size or lap, like a
It's like a
bigger
little
lap dog?
poodle. It's like a little tiny toy
It's a little
poodle.
tiny one. So it just seems like a lap dog, like I can put it here. So whatever, she's got that dog with her. But she's got your sons. I feel like this time of year kind of sucks for you.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like that's why they're here to
My
kind of like
youngest's birthday is the day after Christmas.
you're what?
The youngest son's birthday is the day after Christmas.
Yeah. So it's a hard, shitty time,
Yeah.
basically. You got Christmas and a birthday.
Yeah.
But they absolutely love you. And so I just want you to know they still look 8 and 14, but they also look like your babies. And you always looked at them that way. And I feel like they do everything they can to kind of let you know that they're around. So I'm so sorry for your loss. That's pretty shitty to lose two kids and then Christmas and then all that kind of stuff. But I do feel like there's a baby coming into your family, either through you or your daughter. But either way, it's the one that didn't make it, not the two boys, but a different one. And your grandma's like throwing a baby at you. So I think it will happen in 2025. I know she might be having some issues, but I think both of you need to look at your stress levels. I feel like that might be very helpful if you don't put a lot of pressure on yourself to do that. But I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And it's just funny how they just popped into my head like your babies. And I'm like, why do they feel familiar? Because in fact, I've talked to them before and your mom, just not your grandma, whoever that younger guy is that's kind of close to your age. And I don't even know that I've talked to your grandfather, but your mom and your two boys definitely. And so, and they have some other grandparents over there, maybe on their dad's side, or there's some father, maybe it was like an ex father-in-law to you, or there's other family for them, and then your grandparents. So I know that they're very much at peace, but keep talking to them because they like it. And I think you talk to them in your head, and I don't think you think you're crazy. And you know what? Good for you. You're not. So they wanted to connect with you because they love you, but don't think that I don't think time exists. So they never really go anywhere. They're always there for you. And I just want to give you lots of love from them. And it's just so funny the way your grandma's like holding them hostage. Like she's not letting them go. She's like, I got them right here. And I feel like that brings you peace to know
Yeah.
that they're with your grandma. So
Yes, very much.
I just want to let you know. Your mom seems all healed and different. But
Good.
that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want to tell you that and give you lots of love from your kids and just keep talking to them. And there's a baby coming into your family. It might be you, it might be your daughter, but either way, it's a return from a soul that couldn't make it before. So I just want to let you know that and give you lots of love from them.
Great.
It's so nice to re-meet you.
Yes,
So
you too.
I'm looking at you. I'm like, she looks vaguely familiar, but I don't remember shit. So I'm glad though that your kids came through and that they came to say hello to you today.
Yes, I
So
appreciate it,
thank
and
you
you're
for
so
coming
wonderful,
on.
Kim. I love you so much, and God bless
Oh,
you, and good
thank
good
you. And
holidays for you.
you too, my dear. Give yourself lots of hugs. It's rough with the birthday and the holiday simultaneous. That's some rough shit. So
Yeah.
give yourself a hug. If you were here, I'd give you a hug. And so just know they're okay. You'll be okay. Your daughter will be fine. But lots of love to you from them. So thank you
Thank you
for
very
coming on
much.
and letting me talk to them again. All right.
Thank you. All right.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. All right, you guys. Um, so I got 2 whole readings in tonight. Um, I am doing this again on Christmas Eve. For any guys that want to sign on then. Thank you for all your nice comments. Not that I've had a chance to read any of them. But what I will say to you is if you get any messages on these comments, especially on Facebook, it doesn't really happen so much on YouTube, but on Facebook, if you get any messages of someone saying they have some special message for you or they want you to reach out to them or they create an account that looks just like mine, it's not me. I will never contact you that way. And if you want to set up an appointment, you just go to my website. But on Christmas Eve, I'm going to be doing this for 2 hours. I know lots of you are with family and stuff like that, but if you're feeling lonely or missing someone, that might be the perfect night to come on. And then I'm thinking, because I can, maybe Christmas Eve night or Christmas morning, maybe not Christmas morning. I'm not a morning person, but I might be on TikTok doing it as well. That will be a little different, but this StreamYard doesn't support TikTok, so I have to do it directly through TikTok. And there's also like videos on there, my YouTube channels, if you're wondering about signs and stuff like that. But on TikTok, I think it's Readings by Kim LLC. So if you want to follow me on there so you get notifications. But I appreciate all you guys who tuned in. I know I don't celebrate Christmas, but I know how important it is. And my kids are all grown now, but and we celebrate on the New Year's Day, just because I think that's the best way to start the day. But anyway, if you guys have loved ones that you want to communicate with, Stephanie just put it up there. I'll be live from 6 to 8 Mountain Time on here. And then most likely after that, I'll probably move over to TikTok and do a little on there too. But I appreciate you all signing on tonight. And I love all your faces, even though I can't see them. And I hope that the rest of your evening is absolutely lovely and that you have a wonderful Christmas if I don't see you then, or Hanukkah. I think Hanukkah might be over or almost over. Whatever you celebrate, happy holidays. That's what I want to say. You guys have a wonderful